Hello, all you degenerate old schoolers, and welcome back to another episode of The Orb. Tonight we're on Weinfest Round 3. I think I'm done sprechen de Deutsch. I've used all my words. So let's just move on to some things that happened. We have some old schoolers flipping chaos orbs. We have old schoolers scaring the ladies. That could be a look of disgust. I'm not 100% on that. And old schoolers caught doing something they probably shouldn't be. Not sure what he was up to, but that face is the look of surprise. And we shall also have old schoolers in vests. Love the patches. And we also have some tournament swag. I don't know much, but I'm going to need one of those Weinfest 2025 patches. That thing is absolutely sick. Now, let's take a look at the decks. Here's the deck of Nikolai tonight. And as the picture pops up, I look, and one thing I notice is this thing is spicy.
If you fellas excuse me, I gotta use the phone. Enjoy your meal, guys.
He's running a Titanias song deck with a Parfait package, 4 Relic Barrier, 4 Howling Mine, 3 Icy Manipulator, just to sit back and tap down everything your opponent wants to do. You do some mana denial with Winter Orb, the white removal package, and you swing in and win with Titania's Song. How badass is this deck? He's running 1 workshop, extra removal through a Wrath of God, 1 power sink, and then a shit ton of the restricted cards. I can't wait to see this thing operate. It's a nightmare on wheels. In his sideboard, he's running an extra power sink. When 1 doesn't cut it, 2 will get it done. Divine Offering, extra Wrath of God for all the creatures out there. COP Reds, City in a Bottle, 3 Bebs, an Abyss, just in case there's way too many creatures. 2 Dust to Dust to win the artifact battle. And that's pretty cool because, I mean, if you get a Titania's Song down, what do you have to worry about? I mean, maybe someone on Mirror Universe that's now got a 6/6. I don't know. But Dust to Dust, just whack your opponent off the artifacts that are going to live, the non-Moxen artifacts. And then you take control with all your higher casting cost artifacts. He's also got 3 Ivory Tower in there, which can become a 1/1 creature, but I'm sure it's to slow down the pain train, gain some life. So, can't wait to see this deck battle it out. Now let's go look at his opponent. And here we are with a look at Alex's deck. He's somehow gone out and found just the right amount of glare to make a sketchy looking deck photo. This is me trying to clean up the photo as much as possible. He's playing with some good cards here. He is on Atog, 4 Black Vise, 4 Ankh Mishra. Love that combo. Once your opponent starts drawing lands, it hurts to play him and it hurts to keep him. 2 City in a Bottle. I think those cards will be kind of dead against his opponent today. A bunch of restricted shit off to the right of that. Good lands, just the colors he's on. A full burn package, if I'm seeing this correctly. And 4 Shatter. Turns out he hates artifacts. He's got 4 Atogs in there to crack in for the win. Both to draw 7s. And then in his sideboard, he's got Blood Moons. Ooh, I like the look at this sideboard. I'm just seeing it now for the first time. Blood Moons followed by, guess what? Ball Lightning. So he wants to trick you into thinking he's playing a bunch of different colors, when in reality, he's willing to go to mono red. Got 3 Rebs in there. A Hurkyl's Recall. That might come in handy. 2 Blue Elemental Blasts and a couple Glooms. So good looking deck. Ooh, love the patches down there at the bottom too. Extra points for that. Now, I think I've said enough words. Let's go watch these 2 battle it out. And here we are with game number 1, round number 3 of Weinfest. Nikolai won the Who Does the Best Doodles on cards. So he got the play first. Firing down a Tundra. No, that's not your internet connection. That is unfortunately just the feed we picked up. Into a Soul Ring. So he did start with 6 as he started on a mulligan, but dropping out some immediate ramp. Tundra has straight into a Soul Ring. Oh, into a Howling Mine. Look at this. Extra cards for Alex. See if you can capitalize on the way out the door. That's tough to do when you're playing against a burn deck. Loading them up on extra burn. And look at that. Immediately, Badlands into Lightning Bolt. That drops Nikolai down to 17 life. I haven't watched the video, but hoping it'll clean up on its own. Nikolai finding a tropical island, tapping for... That's an awesome looking icy manipulator. And that's going to help control his opponent, Alex. So Alex shows up with the Mishra's Factory. Deciding if he wants to play other things. I think they're trying to figure out if the Howling Mine card draw was taken. They come to a consensus. Ooh, here comes Ankh of Mishra. Nikolai is going to like to use mana sources. Oh, and another lightning bolt straight to Nikolai's face, dropping him down to 14 life. The pain train continues. Nikolai rips 2 off the top. Taps 2, followed by a quick untap. Ooh, 2 for a Winter Orb. It's not good news for Alex. And he's shutting off the Howling Mine. So Alex is only going to draw 1 in his turn, untap 1 land. He does have that Soul Ring to use and abuse. Nikolai opted not to play a land, but Alex is playing out a land, doing damage to himself through Ankh of Mishra. 2 is being tapped for Shatter. Yeah, destroying the Winter Orb, sending the Polar Bear back home. And here comes a Chaos Orb. Nikolai trying to catch back up on card advantage here. Decides to play out a land to take 2, drop himself down to 12 life. Relic Barrier, nice. It's going to shut off the Howling Mine. And pass back to Alex. Nikolai's on the don't die control plan. Here comes yet another land out for Alex. Oh, did he play... Yeah. Played a City and Bottle right after a City of Brass. Hopefully he's getting ready to balance himself. Maybe his opponent. Could be wrong. We have an Orb activation followed by a Disenchant. Yeah, the balance resolves. A lot happened. Fortunately, again, the quality of the video is a little sticky. But Nikolai had to discard a bunch of stuff, including Disenchant. Looks like we have a pass back to Alex. He's trying to send in his factory. Nikolai says no thank you and shuts it down with the Icy Manipulator. Moves to his draw step. Now he's getting some card advantage against Alex here with that Howling Mine, Relic Barrier Parfait combo. Not only that, he's got Sylvan Library in play. So he's going to be looking at like 4 cards a turn, taking 2 of them, while his opponent's only looking at the top one, taking 1. Yeah, shutting off Howling Mine. Passing to Alex. Alex comes in again with his factory. And that gets kicked right to the face with an Icy Manipulator. Nikolai digging deep, taking a real walk through his library. And again, keeping 2 cards. When your opponent starts to do that, you have to get that sinking feeling in your stomach. Definitely asymmetrical advantage here, and here comes another Howling Mine. Look at that, shutting them both off. Nikolai's going to be looking at 5 cards and keeping them, 3 of them every turn. But Alex got to apply some heat, and he does that through a Side Blast to the face. We drop down to 13 to 9. Factory cracks in, but there's a Swords to Plowshares. I'm sorry, it's now 15 to 6. Misread the phone. Alex is definitely applying the pressure, but he's falling further and further behind. Nikolai keeping 3. I mean, his draw step is essentially an Ancestral Recall. That is absolutely disgusting. Got plenty of cards at hand. Looks like I can see a Mana Drain. Looking through his graveyard. Might have a recall in hand even. Looks like he's tapping 2. Disenchant on the Soul Ring. Yeah, shutting the party off. Alex will only be drawing 1. Oh, here comes a Shatter from the other side of the table. And Nikolai says, I don't think so.
Nope.
So Mana Drain doing some heavy lifting there, keeping his Parfait package in place. I mean, it's tough when your opponent's able to play 3 cards a turn. That being said, it is 6 to 15 life here. Alex is on 15. Nikolai plays another Disenchant, drops down the Ankh of Mishra. Plays out a land for himself. New Tropical Island. Taps 3, recall for 1. Pitches a Wrath of God, gets a Mana Drain back. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So Alex is gonna get 2 cards here. As 1 Howling Mine stays untapped and plays out an Atog. Yeah, there he catches the second card. Oh, Black Vise. That's actually pretty good. Considering how many cards are being drawn on the other side of the board. decides to just keep those 3. Freely plays out a new Tundra. And I think possibly another relic barrier. Yeah, 2 relic barriers. 2 howling mines. That hurts. And a time walk. Throwing some power around. Ooh, another icy manipulator. Wow. Shatterstorm would be devastating right here. So he's just barely staying under Vise damage here. Yeah, shutting down the draw engine. Unfortunately for Alex. Alex is so upset he just walks away and magically adds glare to the camera. Hours in the day must have been passing on. Here comes the Swords to Plowshares, just killing off that Atog. Doesn't even have a chance in the world to come in. Look at this. Nikolai tapping down 2 mana sources. That is tough. That leaves Alex with only 2 mana sources available. Plays out a City of Brass. Turns it sideways. I think he might forget that he's still got a city in a bottle out there. And a demonic tutor. Not too shabby. Takes a damage from the city. Yeah, so everyone's having a good time. And unfortunately, mistakes like this happen from time to time. So Alex went and found his favorite fucking card in the deck. And he just passes. Nikolai's gonna need a card boy, much like a bat boy in baseball, but a card boy comes out and untaps your board state for you. Lots of things to tap, lots of things to untap. Does take the next pile of cards. Again, he's going to need to fire off like 3 cards a turn. Stay under that Vise damage. Here comes a strip mine. Stripping out of Badlands. Yeah, shutting down the draw engine. And Alex is untapping everything. Yeah, if there's a City of Brass in play that's not supposed to be, you might as well keep tapping down your opponent's city and make them take a point of damage. So I believe that drops Alex down to 14. Nikolai's still on 6. But double black Vise might be a problem for him. Let's see what he chooses to do here. Tap, moving to his upkeep, going to take 2 damage from the double black Vise. Still looking at drawing 5 cards and keeping 3 of them. Hand size is getting so large he's got to use both of his hands. Adding to his mana base with the Sapphire. Ooh. Enter Mishra's Workshop is his land for turn. Tap in for 3. Here comes a Felwerstone. Nikolai moving around his mana sources, turning some of them sideways. Tapping 4. Ooh, Titanias song hits play. That leaves him with like 5 2/2s, 2 4/4s, and a 1/1, and it kills off all the Moxen out there. It does leave Alex with a couple 1/1s and a 2/2 Swords to Plowshares on the City in a Bottle. That's going to give him 2 life, put him back up to 16. I mean, now when he goes to turn off the Howling Mines, he can do it just by attacking. That's wild. Nikolai dropping in the 4/4s and 4 of the 2/2s. Wow. That represents 16 damage being swung at Alex's face. He's going to have to put those black Vises up just to stay alive to see next turn. Yeah. A lot of team coming in. I think he's blocking both the 4/4s, but he's going to end up taking 8 damage off this one. Dropping him down to 8 life. Do or die here. He needs something big. Just draws 1 card. Plays a factory. Taps 2. Make it 3. Time Twister. That is pretty big. Nikolai says, no, sir. Time Twister canceled. That is atrocious. Yeah, how about take 21 damage to the face or whatever it is? 19 damage. He cracks in with his artifact pile to finish Alex off. What a game, number 1. Wish the feed was a little bit clearer, but that was an awesome game. Seeing Titania's song come down and back-to-back turn all your artifacts sideways to just rock your opponent. Pretty cool. So these two are going to swap out some cards and we'll move on to game number 2. And here we go with game number 2. Nikolai taking a mulligan, starting with 6. Alex is going to be on the play and the aggressor. Look at this immediate lightning bolt to the face. Let's keep things fresh. Drops Nikolai down to 17. Got a couple of red mana sources, and here comes a Chaos Orb. Oh, Nikolai's got the answer for the Chaos Orb. Immediate disenchant. Makes that Chaos Orb go straight to the bin. Oh, but he's tapped out. Here comes Ball Lightning for 6 huge damage. Straight to Nikolai's face. Ow. He's down to 11. Alex is on 20, and we're about 20 seconds into game number 2. Alex definitely being the aggressor here. Oh, Nikolai misses a land drop. That doesn't feel good. Too early in the game to miss some mana sources here. Alex ramps, but doesn't have anything to follow it back up with. Plays out a Plateau and a Sapphire. Nikolai tapping 2 for a Relic Barrier, and yep, tapping that Sapphire down, helping his opponent out by doing it for him. Alex finds another Mox, so I guess that's good Atog food for later. I mean, at this point, do you bring in the Blood Moons? If you're Alex, it does take Nikolai off his colors, but with that Parfait package, a lot of what he's doing is playing colorless mana and using and abusing it. Howling Mines and Relic Barriers and Winter Orbs. There's a Winter Orb. So, good news for Alex is everything's untapped. Yeah, Winter Orb Already being tapped down by the relic barrier. Here comes a Howling Mine. Shuts that thing off. Alex loading up on lands. Oh, but no threats. He's got access to 8 mana sources. Nikolai playing out a Black Lotus. Coming up with 4 mana and throwing down an Icy Manipulator. That's pretty cool. Shuts off Howling Mine. Now he's going to be able to shut off Wonder Orb. Wow. Alex top decks another land. That is tough. And Nikolai's so many cards ahead here at this point with that Howling Mine trick there. Shutting it off again. What are friends for? Guess he's leaving the Icy up. You can always tap down a Ball Lightning before combat if another one's flying at your face. Probably a good move. Winter Orb's getting tapped down here. Oh. I'm sorry, City Brass is getting tapped down there. That's a point of damage. Alex moves to 19. That's his first damage. Nikolai's still on 11. First couple turns, Alex was really just beating the bejesus out of Nikolai, but that's since stopped. Here comes a Black Vise. Not good news if you're holding a ton of cards in hand. There's a disenchant. 2 disenchants in the bin. So no Vise damage. Nikolai getting full use out of that Howling Mine. I'm scared to ask how many cards he's drawn at this point. It's a big, ugly number. Looks like a Strip Mine enters play. Yeah, going ahead and taking down the Tundra. Ooh, sitting in a Factory. And an immediate Swords to Plowshares. So Alex is back up to 20 life. He's unfortunately getting nowhere here. Comes a Felwar Stone. Yeah. That Relic Barrier just shuts down that Howling Mine again. Oh. Here comes Ball Lightning again, though. That's terrifying. Nikolai's on 11. Oh, it's getting through. Oh, that is bad news for Nikolai. Dropping down to 5 life. Definitely good for Alex here. So close to having this game over, but yet so far away. Nikolai tapping 4 for another Icy Manipulator. This Titanias song deck looks like an absolute blast to play. Mana sources are being tapped down. here comes another Black Vise. Is this one going to stick? Oh, it does stay on the board just for a minute, though. And Nikolai gains a 1 life off that through Divine Offering. Up to 6 life. Yeah, that, Winter Orb goes both ways here, unfortunately. So, yeah, Nikolai leaves 3 lands tapped, untaps the Tropical Island. Does have a couple mocks and a Felwar Stone. And that Felwar Stone's good for everything, as Alex has a City of Brass on his side. Two's being tapped. Oh, another Relic Barrier. Yeah, the noose is just keeps tightening around Alex's neck here. Shuts down everything. Alex's lands are all tapped down thanks to Nikolai. He doesn't get to do anything, and just back to Nikolai's turn, he just draws more and more and more cards. This is a true punishing lockdown deck here. Oh, terrifying. That's a dust to dust. Both those Moxen are removed from the game. Wow. Bad news for Alex. He needs like 2 bolts and 2 mountains off the next 4 cards. I guess the bolts are instant, so he can do it during the upkeep, but yeah, it goes to untap a volcanic. Nikolai says, go ahead and leave that thing tapped. Meet my Icy Manipulator. Draws 1 card. It looked like a Time Twister, not 100% sure, but man. This is like watching something struggle on a spider's web. You know the spider's just going to come down. And right now he's just wrapping up the body. I mean, that's... Alex is still alive, but he's soon to be a corpse, I fear. Yeah, Nikolai tapping 4. Oh, look at this. Another Relic Barrier, another Howling Mine. Ouchie. These are the things that haunt me in my nightmares. Yeah, Alex gets his 1 card. Doesn't get to untap a land. Nikolai untaps everything. Draws 3 cards like it's ancestral. Oh, here's the Titanias song and the crushing defeat from all those artifacts cracking in for a dumb amount of damage. I think that was like 24 damage. I could have been off by a couple, but it was just a massive amount of damage. So Titania's song Parfait takes it 2-0. That was fun to watch. Coming into this, I had my money on that burn package, those Atogs. But boy, was I wrong. Well played games. As always, thanks for watching. Have a good night.